Welcome back to the channel for another live stream. This one is Forest Green at the New Lawn, or the Bolt New Lawn, whatever it is called these days. Welcome back in for a watch-along. We haven't done one of these for a long, long time, but we are back doing watch-alongs and match reactions for the season. Game day 4 in the League 2 season. First of all, we started off with defeat to Accrington, followed off by an impressive 4-0 victory against Doncaster. And obviously, as we know, we lost on Tuesday by 4-2 to Crewe Alexandra. Do get your predictions in the chat. Do let me know your thoughts on this game. I will go through both teams' lineups and then we will get ready for kickoff. So for Newport County, we will go for the best team in South Wales first. In goals, Nick Townsend, the exact same team. Delaney, Clark, Lewis, Bennett, Morris, Wildig, Charsley, McLaughlin, Will Evans and Seb Palmer-Holden lead the line. In terms of the bench, then it's Maxted, Payne, Bonswell, Sebri, Waite, Wright and Nathan Wood on the bench. For Forest Green, we obviously know the big new signing for them, Troy Deeney, does start on the bench. Is Luke Daniels in goal, a back four of Dominic Bernard, Ryan Innes, Daniel Johnson, Jamie Robson, Kyle McAllister, Teddy Jenks, Charlie McCann, Dylan Kadji, with the strike force of Tyrese Omotoy and Matty Stevens. The bench then for David Horseman's side is Jamie Searle in goals, or sub-goalkeeper, Murphy Bennett, Sean Robinson, Alfie Bendel, Jacob Maddox, Matty Taylor, and the main man himself, Troy Deeney, does start on the Forest Green bench. Let me know your score predictions. We've got Chris in, he says, big up, mate, great stream. I said 3-1 Forest Green, but you're hard to predict. Won't shock me if you win or draw. If you win, if you were at home, then I would fancy you to get something. He also says he's at Carlisle Exeter. TTV Obey Versek. I don't remember that name. Sorry, mate. And James has gone 2-0 Forest Green. I'm going to go... Oh, I need to get the game on now. That's what I'm about to do in a minute. I'm going to go for a score prediction of... I do fancy us to get something, but they are a good team and they've got some very good players. I'm going to go 2-1 County. I think we'll just get the win. Like I said, that could easily go massively wrong, but I'm going to go 2-1. Talking of getting the game on, I need to do that now. Yeah, so just let me know your thoughts on the game. I will update you with any latest scores around the grounds, or if you guys in the chat do that yourself. Just don't spoil anything for the Newport game. You're more than welcome to, put stuff in for other games across the EFL and Premier League, but just no spoilers for the Newport game. I'm a Newport fan. I think 5-0 to us, feeling confident. Bloody hell. Either you're feeling confident or you've bloody downed a bottle of whiskey or something like that, because I don't think we're going to score 5 in a league game. Well, I said that at the start of the season, and then we went and scored 4 against Doncaster. So, anything is possible with this Newport side. We could get battered. Well, I said to my granddad yesterday, this Newport side, we could either get battered or we batter someone. It's so, mixed contrast, this team at the moment. We lost 3-0 to Accrington, and then you go batter Doncaster 4-0. Lost 4-2 to Crewe. I wouldn't be surprised if we win 3-0 here. It's just, I don't know what it is. It just really is a weird team to watch and a weird team to predict. Let me just try and get the game on, because at the moment it's... Oh, here we go. Right, the players are coming out now. Like I said, I am just behind, probably, live as it's happening right now at the ground. But Newport County in their white kit, Forest Green, obviously in green. That speaks for... Try and refresh it, because otherwise it's really laggy on my screen. Ethan says we're about to get pumped with our slow centre backs. If anyone's unaware, I don't know if you know, obviously, but we have got more members of the channel. Not members, more people helping out with the channel these days. But Ethan is probably one of the most negative fans you can ever meet. Before a game kicks off, I think even at Doncaster he said we're going to get beat. We won 4-0 that day. So, yeah. Right, why is it... Right, I have got the game on. It's just really lagging, so I'm just trying to refresh it quickly before we get underway. But let me know if you what you think the score's going to be. Ethan, mate. Be interesting to see what people think. I think it's my internet. For some reason, I think my internet's really playing up. Set low standard, you can't be disappointed. I mean, it's a good well, it's not a good mentality to have at all, is it? It's an awful mentality to have, but Newport County make people have a mentality like this. Right, let me just try and see. This is the problem when you're about to do a live stream and it's Ethan's gone 2-2. Well, I haven't actually give my official score prediction. I'm gonna go. Do I fancy us to get a win, or I'm just gonna go 1-1? I'll go 1-1. I don't think I'm confident enough for us to win here because they are a decent side, but I'm not too confident in them to batter us. I think if this was a Gillingham today or a Barrow, definitely, because with how well they've started the season, then I'd definitely be a bit worried that we could get a bit of a tonking, but I just don't see Forest Green doing that. They've started the season just as badly as we have as well. They lost in midweek at home to Swindon. So, 2 local-ish games for them in the matter of 3-4 days could catch them cold. Dylan's gone 2-1 County, away victory. Like I said, some confidence in the chat, and I don't think well, that's the wrong bloody game. Who's this? Oh, that's fucking Wrexham. I'm not watching that shit. Right, let me just quickly refresh it, and then we'll get it working. It probably has kicked off, so I will update the banner. What a start to a watch-along. First watch-along of the season. And it started in the way that these live streams always go. With a good old bit of disappointment. No, James, because it literally just kept lagging, so I've had to get off. Oh, Bournemouth lead at Anfield. What a great team Liverpool are. Bournemouth lead at Anfield. Wolves also lead against Brighton. Oh, Liverpool are incredible. What a team. What a team. Can't beat Chelsea, who've made about 50 new signings, and now they can't beat Bournemouth at home. Oh, could never be a Scouser. Right, anyway, forget that. I need to get this bloody game on. Forget Liverpool. Forest Green, Newport County. There. Yeah, I do want to get the game on. That's what I'm trying to do, mate. Don't tell me we've scored. You gotta be serious. You can't be serious. What a great start to a watch along, eh? I was literally saying on my iFollow, it's literally saying that the I'm gonna check. Oh, I'm gonna check. I guarantee that's someone in the chat trying to. We're winning! We're bloody winning, and I've not even seen it. Will Evans. Now the stream wants to come on. Now iFollow wants to come on. Forest Green Rovers 0, Newport 1. Will Evans. Come on, get in. I've not even seen it. But it's 1-0. William Albert Evans, as SofaScore likes to put it. Newport County lead at the New Lawn, or whatever it's called these days. Will Evans, what a man. "20 seconds on the clock. Forest Green Rovers 0. Newport County 1. Will Evans with the goal. Newport lead at the New Lawn. Newport, New Lawn. It's all set up for us to win this game. Come on. Will Evans has scored TTV, but I'm not too sure what the goal was like. I finally got the game back on now, but yeah. Right, it's bloody frozen again. Oh, what a great start to a watch-along. Missed about 5 minutes of the game. Yeah, TTTV, we did score, but 13 seconds or something for Will Evans to score. And to be fair, going into this game, I was very nervous because I know what Forest Green can do to you. And they are a good team. As much as people want to, take the mick out of them being vegans and all this nonsense, they are actually a good team. And they do set up well, especially with the two strikers up front, Matty Stevens and Omatoy. They are actually, a decent outlet going forward. But yeah, Forest Green Rovers 0, Newport County 1. Within the first 20 seconds of the game, Will Evans and Newport County take the lead. Or Will Evans has scored again in the league. Or scored again for us. He scored 2 last week against Doncaster. He scored at Crewe. He scored against Doncaster as well. He is on fire at the moment, Will Evans. And I'm all for it. I'm absolutely all for it. Well, the partnership between him and Palmer Holden is ridiculous. They both set each other up. They both play well alongside each other. And it's a nightmare for League Two defenders to deal with because you've got Palmer Holden who will literally chase everything down. And you've got Will Evans who is starting to do that now. Will Evans starts to pretty much chase everything down. And it allows us just to be that bit better on the break. Because when you've got two players who want to chase everything all afternoon, then it's going to set you in good stead. What a start. What a start. As it stands in the table, it puts us in 7th. So as it stands, Newport are in 7th place and in the last spot of the playoffs. So, despite all the doom and gloom over a couple of games, beating Doncaster 4-0, winning here away at Forest Green is a tough place to go. It all puts us in the right stead. And I think that, yes, a lot of people got, like myself included, were definitely one of the people that was just not happy with the way that, we were playing, the 3-0 defeat to Accrington. Obviously was a horror show, basically. The game on Tuesday, against Crewe, that was, a bad performance and a bad result as well. Sometimes you can play bad or play good and lose. And I think, especially against Crewe, we played bad and we got the result that we deserved to get, basically. And I think as a football fan, you don't want to play well and lose because that's the worst feeling. Leaving a ground knowing that you've played really well, but you've not got anything to show for it is the worst feeling in the world. And that's why it is what it is. I think, leading after, 12, 13 seconds, whatever it was, clearly shows that there's something there, and that there's progression to be made. Where if you come out of a game and you've lost it, and you can say that you lost it because you were just dreadful. Right, the game's fully back on now. I don't know whether I've literally just jinxed it, haven't I? It's literally come right back on, and as soon as I've said that, it's buffered again. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna leave it. Forest Green playing it out from the back, and we put them under pressure. Will Evans, great save by the goalkeeper. Palmer Holden is there, and ball gets cleared away. Goal. Forest Green are trying to play it out from the back. Will Evans wins the ball, tries to take a shot. It falls to Palmer Holden, and then it tries to fall to Bryn Morris in the end, and we just can't get it in. Brilliant then. Well, that little bit of, pressing the ball off them high up the pitch, pretty much right on the edge of their D, has caused them a lot of problems already. And already as well, because Will Evans has scored, they're going to have to be more wary of Will Evans, which is going to give Palmer Holden, Charsley, Wildig more room to make those runs, because they're going to look to isolate Will Evans. And I think as a striker, to score as early as Will Evans did in the game, it helps not just you, but the rest of the team. Harry Charsley finds Wildig, back to Charsley again. Can Charsley get a ball in? Deflected corner. Corner for Newport in front of about 5 Forest Green fans in that stand. What's the bloody point in having a stand by there if you're going to have like 4 fans there? I mean, there's literally no point. May as well just tell them to bloody sit on the edge of the pitch by the goal line. Anyway, it looks like Adam Lewis has gone over to take this corner on the far side. Yeah, it is Adam Lewis who's gone over to take it. We'll be looking at probably Delaney and Clark here in the middle. And it looks like we've gone with a 4-2-2-2. So obviously the back four, McLaughlin, Lewis as full-backs with Clark and Delaney centre-backs. Bennett and Bryn Morris as like the centre / central defensive midfielders. Charsley, Waldig as sort of the further forward midfielders with Palmer Holden and Evans up front. Adam Lewis's corner, ball comes in, and Luke Daniels collects with relative ease. Good claim from the Forest Green goalkeeper. And we've put them under so much pressure, scoring so early on in the game. Forest Green coming forward, though. Lovely bit of play to literally run right past Bryn Morris, I think that was, and get in between Morris and Bennett. Look, I think Forest Green are a good team. We've definitely started off the better of the two teams, of course, scoring a goal and utterly dominating the play so far. But I don't think it's going to be like that for 90 minutes. Like, as much as I'd want us to dominate the game, 90 minutes, 2-3-0 win, it's just not going to happen. Forest Green are going to grow into the game. Troy Deeney inevitably is going to come on. And, of course, he's going to, cause a problem for League Two defenders. No matter... The thing is, people think that Deeney's going to cause... Like a lot of people were saying, Deeney's going to cause a problem against our, iffy centre-backs at times, or definitely slow centre-backs. But Troy Deeney would cause a problem against any centre-back in this league because he's got that physical presence. He's got the mentality of, I've been at the very top. I've played it at the Premier League level. I know what it takes to win, basically, that mentality. And that's why I think you can't just say he's going to be a problem for our centre-backs this afternoon should he come on, because it's going to be the same no matter who he plays. I don't know if people in the chat agree with me, but, Troy Deeney, unfortunately, is a very good footballer. And even at his age, what is he, like 34, 35 potentially? Even that has got wealth of experience. He knows exactly how to defend, how to deal with different type of defenders, whether they be physical, quick, tall, short, good on the ball, bad on the ball. He's the type of striker that will know that. And, it is very good that we've got to play him on his first game, because he might be a bit rusty, get into League Two level. If we had Forest Green 4 or 5 games from now, I'd be worried, because Troy Deeney would have had 4 or 5 games, settled in the league against the type of defenders that he's going to come up against. and it would have been a real pain. But you know, it is what it is. Lewis down the left-hand side looks for Seb Palmer-Holden. Lovely play from Sebastian Palmer-Holden. Don't know why I said his full name like that. Lovely bit of skill, but I don't know what happened there. Ball goes down long, and I know. Hang on a minute, chat. Bear with me, chat. Why is that? 2 seconds. Don't know why that's happening on my stream. I could literally hear myself like 3 or 4 times, and it was bloody horrible. Right. There we go. That's better. Make sure you do smash a like on the video, guys. We are on 7 likes at the moment. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really does help the channel grow. And obviously get involved in the live chat. Ever since the goal, though, they have grown into the game, Forest Green. They've had a lot more control of the game. They've not... The thing is, one thing you've got to do when you've conceded is not rush it or not force it. Like, you know, you've got to relax yourself, compose yourself, get back in the game, not make silly mistakes. And I think that's what they've not done. But a lot of teams, when you go 1-0 down very early on in a game, you can see the mistakes start to creep in. And I just don't think that's happened from Forest Green. Hopefully, I'd love the mistakes to keep rolling in and us to get a second, third, fourth, kill the game, good night sort of thing. But I just don't think that's going to happen. I just don't think Forest Green are a team that are going to do that. You know, they've been well known in the past few seasons to be a team that if they go 1-0 down, they react quickly, they control the game, they get back into it, and then they get a goal. And at the moment, they're in the stage of getting back into it, controlling the game again. You know, definitely, I thought a large part of the game they were going to dominate. You know, when we kicked off, or even before kickoff, like going into the game, I said they're going to dominate the ball. I said they're going to have a lot of the ball. And yes, they've not really had a lot of it, but when they have it, you know what they want to do, and you know the type of passes that they want to try and make. And here's a corner to Forest Green here, taken on the near side. Again, there are 5 fans behind the goal. I'm joking. They are a small club, Forest Green, but you know, I'm just envy of them and teams that sign players like bloody Troy Deeney at League Two. Is it jealous? It probably is an element of jealousy. The fact that they can just go and sign Troy Deeney, who was at bloody Birmingham last season, Watford like 3 seasons ago, and there's us, you know, scrambling around for every last penny. It is jealous. Like, don't get me wrong, there's not a single Newport County fan that wouldn't love Troy Deeney at the club. Corner comes in, it's looped over the bar, and Nick Townsend didn't even need to command it. It was very safe in the end for Nick Townsend to deal with. Right, let me just make sure this is sorted. Also, guys, if you do want to become a member of the stream, you can do that by joining using the I think it just be underneath where the subscribe button is. You can join from $1.99 a month, or not from $1.99 a month, $1.99 a month. That is the monthly fee, and you can donate to the channel from as little as 79p as well. So if you do want to do that, obviously it will help the channel, and obviously it's, you know, helping me fund you know, the better quality of the channel, basically. Some scores are in the grounds, and I will just quickly have a look at the scores around the ground. Fulham 0, Brentford 0, Liverpool 0, Bournemouth 1, Wolves 0, Brighton 1, Blackburn 0, Hull 0, Bristol City 0, Birmingham City 0, Leicester 0, Cardiff 0, Middlesbrough 0, Huddersfield 0, QPR 0, Ipswich 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Preston 0, Stoke 0, Watford 0, Sunderland 0, Rotherham 0. I may just tell you the goals that have gone in. Oxford lead Barnsley at Oakwell. Charlton lead Port Vale in League 1. In League 2, Colchester are 2-1 up against MK Dons. Walsall lead at Crewe. Obviously, we lead here. Grimsby lead at Hunter Mansfield. Tranmere lead against Salford. And what a story. Wrexham 0, Swindon Town 1. What a season Wrexham are having, considering as HM pissed the league. HM pissed the league. What? Pissed the league to the fucking National League. Oh, Wrexham. 18th after 4 games. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Sorry if there are any Wrexham fans watching. They're probably all watching bloody Deadpool right now. Let me have a look at the comments. Using an IPTV OHP, mate. Do smash a like on the video, guys, if you haven't done so already. We're on 7 likes at the moment. Let's get those likes up. I'm going to change the title of the stream as well. Bear with me, chat. I've just updated the title to 1-0 because obviously it is 1-0 Newport. Right, the game's back on. There we are. Yeah, Cairo Matoma was the guy who scored for Brighton. Matty Stevens on the ball and Forest Green on the edge of the box, but they've not really done anything with it. I think with Forest Green, it's a weird one because they're a decent team, obviously, but the results are just like iffy. They'll go and beat someone one week and then, struggle the next week. Ryan Innes into Charlie McCann. Plays the ball over this side to Kyle McAllister again. Not Alexis McAllister, who's just signed for Liverpool. And here's Tyrese Omotoy back to McAllister. McAllister in the box. Alexis McAllister block. Good block, I should say. And it falls on the edge to Jamie Robson. And it is a throw into Forest Green Rovers on this far side. Throw into FGR. Derby County lead against Fleetwood. So throw in here, which Forest Green are about to take. Tried to throw it in towards Tyrese Omotoy. And Scott Bennett has done very, very well there, Scott Bennett. Brilliant defending from Scott Bennett. Hits it against the Forest Green player. Goal kick to Newport. Calm it down. Try to hold on to this lead. Well, they're definitely growing into it, aren't they? Forest Green. You can see them starting to command a lot more now. They're coming down both sides, especially with McAllister down this right-hand side. McAllister is definitely one to look out for, and I think he's definitely causing Newport a lot of problems. He had that corner, which he whipped in about 2-3 minutes ago, and he, came down the right-hand side again. He does look like a threat that we need to be aware of. Goal kick then for Newport, which Nick Townsend will take. Obviously, probably getting booed by those Forest Green fans behind the goal, but goal kick goes long. Oh, why is it buffered? Will Evans! Yes! 2-0! Will Evans is the man again! This guy is on absolute fire! Is he human? Talk about Erling Haaland. We've got our own Erling Haaland. Will Evans, Forest Green Rovers 0, Newport County 2. Will Evans is on absolute fire at the moment. 2 against Doncaster, scored in midweek, 2 again today. An unlikely role for him up front. You know, a lot of people said play him at left wing back. Some said play him in midfield. His strike partner said Palmer Holden to congratulate him. But what a goal. Newport are 2-0 up. Forest Green's defence all over the place. He takes it around Luke Daniels and passes it into an empty net. Forest Green Rovers 0, Newport County 2. A great, great goal. And especially celebrating in front of those Newport fans. Come on. And Swindon have scored against Wrexham. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. HMS pissed the league. Wrexham are bottling it. Come on. Whoever told me Will Evans is not good enough? Wow. I'm sorry, he's on absolute fire. Will Evans is on fire for us. How many is that in the league? 4 goals in the league. Well, does that... No, I think that doesn't count today, does he? He scored 2 against... No, 5 goals in the league, I think. Yeah, 5. 5 league goals for Will Evans. Get that man the golden boot. Get him the golden boot. Because he's on fire. Get the fire extinguisher. Because Will Evans is ripping it. Charlie Austin has scored. Oh, and then he scored again. Aaron Wildig. We're on fire. This is ridiculous. This isn't Newport County. Someone has sabotaged Newport County because we are playing ridiculous this season. The Doncaster game, unbelievable. This game, brilliant. Charlton, not the best, but we won 3-1. This is not Newport County. Don Bernard with the ball at the back for Forest Green finds Ryan Innes. One thing I will say, though, how the hell has... Yeah, Ethan says there, mate, we're effing cooking. How the hell has Will Evans been allowed to be in a position where he's going around Luke Daniels? It's poor defending from Forest Green. Don't get me wrong. Will Evans takes it well. He takes it around Daniels, puts it into an empty net. But come on, like there should be some accountability at the back there. So they're all over the place. Absolutely all over the place defensively, Forest Green. But take nothing away from Newport because we've been excellent. Absolutely superb again. This is what I mean. We can have one unbelievable performance and then play shocking. It really doesn't. I don't know. I don't get it. McLaughlin down that right-hand side. Lovely little play. Harry Charsley finds Wildig. Oh, Wildig just knocks him off the ball. Aaron Wildig. Ball's fired in towards Luke Daniels. Will Evans is on crack. Will Evans is just insane. He's the top scorer in the league, unless players around him have scored. But I never saw this coming. Dominic Bernard just steps on the ball, and Lewis Payne. Oh, I thought that was Lewis Payne then, but it's Will Evans. The 7 looked like a 2. Forest Green coming forward, a shot, and it's well off target. They're starting to take pop shots now, Forest Green. This is what we've resorted them to. Pop shots from outside of the box, and it's beautiful. Goal kick again for Nick Townsend. The last time we put one ball long. Will Evans scored the second goal of the match. His second goal of the match. Townsend goes long. Looking towards nobody in the end, as it looks like. Well, Wrexham is 2-1 now, Ethan. It's 2-1 with Wrexham. I was laughing at 2-0, but they've got it back to 2-1, and at the racecourse ground, that's a difficult game now for Swindon, because that place is going to be pumping. Wildig. We just look, every time we come forward, we look like we're going to score. Aaron Wildig finds Will Evans. He's got a golden touch at the moment. Will Evans' ball whacks Bernard in the genitals, and Dominic Bernard gets away with it. Will Evans' press gets the ball back. Adam Lewis's cross comes in, and Luke Daniels collects. Well, it's 3-1 now, Swindon. So, hopefully they do get beat, Wrexham. But I don't care about Wrexham. They're bottom half. They're an irrelevant team. We're in the top half. Talking of top half, surely we must be in the playoff comfortably now. Well, we've dropped to 12th because of results elsewhere, but we're 4 points off the top. I'm not getting giddy, chat. I'm not getting giddy, but we're 4 points off. We're 4 points off the top of the league. I'm not getting giddy. Don't worry about it. But I mean, you got to look above you, haven't you? I'm not saying anything, but the thing is, if there are fans that are getting giddy at the table, you kind of can't in a way, because county, you can't get promoted, or you can't win a league with how our performances, like how 1 week you can win 3-0, the next week you can get battered 4-1. You can't get promoted with that form. There needs to be some sustainability in terms of consistency, and at the moment we just don't have it. And I think we're a far way off that, but if we can go away to teams like Forest Green and batter Doncaster at home, it's all teams ending in Rovers. We need bloody we need the Rovers return Coronation Street, because then we'll be able to win, because we only beat teams that got Rovers at the end of their name, besides Charlton. Free kick, throw into Newport, sorry. Over on this far side. Just get Newport up the pitch and just look to make ground. Well, I've actually, on a bet, I've got Wrexham, Swindon, both teams to score. So I will be having a look at both of them at full time, at half time, sorry, to see how they're getting on. Owen in the chat, 7 goals in 4 games for Evans. Yeah, he's doing incredible, isn't he? Absolutely incredible. Coming down this left-hand side again, and it's just gone out for a throw-in to Newport. Amrabe. Oh, what a performance this has been. What a first half. I know anything can happen in football, and anything can happen in football, but so far this has been near on perfect. Defensively, we look good. Every time we've reduced them to pop shots from outside of the box, which are going miles over. It's 4-1 to Swindon. Wrexham get battered everywhere they go. Wrexham get battered everywhere they go. 4-1 losing at home to Swindon. What a shambles of a team. And Will Evans is in again here. Will Evans, and Dominic Bernard gets a foot in. Will Evans keeps the ball. He's looking for Bennett. Bennett slips it into Aaron Wildig. Wildig's going short back to Will Evans. Will Evans into Adam Lewis, who was offside. I'm so glad that Wrexham scored early on, because I've got that as both teams to score. And if it was like 3-4-0 Swindon now, then I wouldn't see Wrexham scoring. Wrexham are going to piss the league, huh? Exactly, that's what I thought. They were getting their banners out. Oh, League Two's a piece of piss. HMS pissed the league. What are they, like 18th, 19th? Exactly, James. Pissing the league, my ass. I will be doing a match reaction for after this game, which will literally be like a 3-minute reaction after the game. Obviously, normally if I was at the game, there'd be a match vlog. But I'm going to end this stream when the game ends and then just record a 3-4 minute match reaction with my thoughts on the game. But what a performance it's been. You know, it's been near on perfect. And look, every single minute of the game, we're pressing. McAllister for Forest Green. Plays it into McCann. Back to their captain, Dominic Bernard. Yeah, all right then. We'll send... Yeah. Yeah, I'll message you in a minute, Ethan, about that. Liverpool are 2-1 up against Bournemouth now, so when I said that, it's literally turned out pointless. McAllister. County fans in loud voice to the bottom of the screen. Forest Green playing it around the back, trying to move players out of position. But Newport are just ready to soak up the pressure. They don't need to rush out or, step out unnecessarily. McAllister's loads of space on this right-hand side. McAllister's ball in. And it's headed away by the skipper, Ryan Delaney. I'm sorry, but when Delaney came in, there was and ahhing over it. Obviously, he is the replacement to Mickey Demetrio, but Ryan Delaney looks solid AF at the back. He looks really solid. Corner again to Forest Green, which Kyle McAllister will take. Again, they're going to want to get this in towards Omatoy and Stevens. Ball comes in from the corner, and it's Bernard who looked like he got ahead to it. Back it to McAllister again, who whips the ball in, headed away by, I think that was Delaney, and just absolutely smashed it clear by Will Evans. And it just gives County the time to react, to slow it down again. I'll tell you what, this has been a very, very good performance. Like I said, I don't normally say it about County, so I'm going to say it today. When you get the chance to be positive, or when you get the chance to applaud the team, do it, because, watching football as a football fan isn't easy. You've got 46 games in a league season, obviously Premier League teams 38. You're not going to win every game. Even Manchester City are not going to win every game. There's going to be the odd game where you're poor if you're at the very top of that league. And if you're a team like Newport, going into it, you're gonna lose a lot of games, but you're gonna win, a fair few as well. So, the games that you win, you've got to be positive. You can't, be negative over a game that we win. There's going to be games in this league where we play absolutely terrible and we get a 1-0 win. A lot of fans would jump on we were awful. But you've got to basically say, we've won, but we've won playing badly. Swansea 0, Coventry City 1 at the Swansea.com stadium. Obviously, it can't be Victor Gyökeres against his former team. Obviously, he has left Coventry and gone to Sporting Lisbon, I believe it is. Forest Green, again, just playing it around the back. They know that they're not going to rip us apart by, coming forward. So they're going to have to play it around, going to have to, get used to the style of the game. And obviously they need to get back in the game because they're non-existent. Will Evans down this left-hand side. He's got Adam Lewis as an option, goes to Bryn Morris. Wildig back to Delaney, who goes back to Morris, who has got time to turn, and he goes back to his goalkeeper, Nick Townsend. Very, very calm and composed in the end there from Bryn Morris. I will share the stream out again in the second half. So if you guys could smash a like on the video and subscribe, that will be much appreciated. More just smashing a like on the video. Let's get 10 likes minimum. We're on 8 at the moment. Let's get 10 likes, and then that'll be a good boundary to set. So if we haven't done so already, do smash that like button. I've just turned it on subscriber only mode as well because I don't want to get like spammers in the chat because that does happen sometimes. I didn't even how prepared I was for this stream. I didn't even do that. Ryan Innes. They've got nowhere to go, Forest Green. They just look so at the back. They just look so like unaware of what we're going to do. Or well, we have gone up to 11th. We've gone from 12th to 11th. Come on, HMS pissed the league. Swansea have equalised as well very shortly after. I think that's one of both teams to score. Let me look at this so far. So Swansea both teams to score happened. Wrexham, Swindon both teams to score has happened already. I could be 85 quid up this afternoon or this evening. Ryan Innes finds Don Bernard. Very slow start for Forest Green, obviously conceding very early on, but you can definitely see that they're growing into it. I will worry in the second half, especially if they were to score one before the break. 5 minutes before half-time plus added time. These days, I don't know how many added minutes are going to be added on at the end of a half. It could be 5, it could be bloody 12. You have absolutely no idea. So I don't even want to think of how many are going to be added on. Ball tries to get played in towards Matty Stevens, I think it was. And it goes behind for a goal kick. Oh, it's Jamie Robson who tried to get played in there. I'd assume about 4 minutes added. I'd say about 3-4, yeah. I think that would be a fair estimate of what we'd expect to see. Nick Townsend again with a goal kick here just to, again, calm it down. Taking a bit extra time with the goal kick, which I think we've started to see Nick do a lot more. He, too many times he was just rushing with his goal kicks or free kicks. But now he's taking his time. He's taken a deep breath to take the goal kick, which as a goalkeeper in League 2 you've got to do because anything can happen. You could go to take a goal kick, slip, and yeah, anything can happen. That's why it's glad to see him, being a bit more precautious with that. Wildig. Ball gets crossed in. Will Evans. Oh, good save from Luke Daniels. Will Evans nearly scores a hat-trick. And that would have been superb. That would have been an insane first 42 minutes of this game for Will Evans. But his volley was very tame in the end. Here's Robson for Forest Green. Back to, finds its way, to Ryan Innes. Finds it along the right-hand side to Don Bernard. Finds McAllister. If they're going to do anything in this game, Forest Green, I think it's going to come through that McAllister guy. He does actually look pretty decent, to be fair. Intercepted well by Forest Green. And, it's interesting. But Ryan Innes can recoup the ball. Finds Don Bernard. Again, Bernard looking down the right-hand side to find Stevens. It's a lovely ball into Bernard. He trips. Newport players are pleading for a free kick. Here's McAllister. Ball comes in towards the back stick and just clattered away by Newport, but no sign of a free kick there given. But Seb Palmer-Holden down this left-hand side. Brilliant play from Seb Palmer-Holden. Plays it out to the right-hand side. Shane McLaughlin. What is your ball like? And it's flicked on in the end by Palmer-Holden, wide of the goal. Less than 2 minutes of the 45. A lovely little play here, though. Seb Palmer-Holden tries to sort of skew that into the corner. It's a good effort from Seb, but unfortunately just wide of the goal. He's another player that I really like. Palmer-Holden is really, settling into League 2 level. Obviously come from Bristol City's academy. He's not played any Football League experience. He doesn't, know the physicality of the league. But he's getting there. And I think Bristol City have got a fantastic player on their hands for the next 5-10 years, should they keep him. Forest Green coming forward again down this left-hand side. They're looking towards, obviously, Robson, McAllister, and, McAllister's normally on the right, but yeah, Bogle is still at the club, Gary. I think he's still out injured, but I don't know what sort of date. I don't know what sort of date we could see Bogle return. Evans with 2 goals. Is he one of your best players, Mike, at Newport? Well, I would have said going into the season, no, Anthony, but he's already scored 5 goals this season in the league. He scored 2 against Doncaster. He scored 1 against Crewe Tuesday, and he scored 2. And he scored 2 today in 45 minutes. But going into the season, I would have said no. But definitely now he's been performing at unbelievable levels. So right now, I would say yeah, Anthony. Like I said, make sure to smash a like on the video, guys, if you haven't done so already. We're on 9 likes. If there's... Oh, there we go. It's just ticked over to 10. Thank you for your support, guys. I will share the link out again for the stream in the second half. It was just a very slow start to the stream. Obviously, my iFollow not working and stuff like that. But it's all back up and running now. But Forest Green, if they are to get back into it, obviously, because I am a League 2 fan as well as a Newport fan. Aaron Ramsey has scored for Cardiff. That's a thing I never thought I'd be saying in 2023. Nick Townsend collects the ball, goes down. 2 minutes have been added on, and we're just approaching the first minute of those 2. And Nick Townsend hasn't got any problems in taking his time with this goal kick. The defence looked so much more locked in and confident compared to Tuesday. Delaney's been unbelievable. The assist for Will Evans' goal. Every ball that comes into him, he's getting his head on it. He's commanding it. He's a real leader, Ryan Delaney. And yes, I was one of his critics when we signed him initially. I don't really think it was his fault. That's why I feel sorry for him in a way. I think he was getting compared to Mickey Dimitriou. Obviously, Dimmy come out of the door, and Delaney came in it. And a lot of people were comparing him to Dimitriou. Different type of player, different type of defender. I think I was just caught in the same wavelength as a lot of Newport fans. A lot of Newport fans said they were disappointed with the replacement of Dimitriou being Ryan Delaney, but you've got to look at it and say that they're 2 different players. They play totally different ways to each other, and you've just got to let Ryan Delaney do his thing. Well, 2 minutes plus have been played of the additional time, so I'd suspect that this last free kick is the last moment of the half, and it will be taken by Teddy Jenks, I think. Yeah, I think it is. So this will be the last action of the first half then. Ball comes in from the free kick, and Will Evans heads away. Adam Lewis blasts away, and that will be it for the first 45. Newport County lead at the New Lawn. Forest Green Rovers 0, Newport County 2. A Will Evans double gives us a 2-0 lead at the break, and what a performance from that first half. Newport fans in loud voice, let me know in the chat what you think of that first half. Wrexham, of course, like someone said in the chat, are losing 4-1. So I will go through some of the latest scores. Let's just quickly go through it. So half-time scores then, or if they're not half-time, they're literally added time. Fulham 0, Brentford 1. Liverpool 2, Bournemouth 1. Wolves 0, Brighton 1. Blackburn 0, Hull 0. Bristol City 0, Birmingham City 1. Leicester City 1, Cardiff City 1. Middlesbrough 0, Huddersfield 0. QPR 0, Ipswich 0. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Preston 0. Stoke 0, Watford 0. Sunderland 1, Rotherham 1. Swansea 1, Coventry City 1. Barnsley 0, Oxford 1. Blackpool 0, Leyton Orient 0, Cambridge 0, Bristol Rovers 0, Carlisle United 0, Exeter 0, Charlton 1, Port Vale 0, Derby 1, Fleetwood 0, Northampton 0, Peterborough 0, Portsmouth 0, Cheltenham 0, Reading Leeds Stevenage by a goal to 0, 1-0 there, Shrewsbury 0, Lincoln 0, Wickham 0, Burton 0, Accrington 1, Harrogate 0, Colchester United 2, MK Dons 1, Crawley 0, Gillingham 1. An unbelievable start to the season for Gillingham. Dom Telford did have a penalty saved in that one for Crawley. Crewe 0, Walsall 0, Doncaster 0, Notts County 1, Forest Green 0, Newport County 1, as you know. Grimsby 1, Mansfield 0, Morecambe 1, Bradford City 0, who continue a dreadful start to the season. The Bantams currently sit 18th in the table. Stockport 0, Barrow 0, Sutton 0, Wimbledon 0, Tranmere 1, Salford 1, Tranmere 2, Salford 1, and Wrexham 1, Swindon 4. Those are your scorelines at the break. Let me have a look at something. So I need 1 Brentford goal. I need Blackburn Hull to score. That's 3. I need Stoke Watford to score. That's 5. Barnsley to score 6. Portsmouth Cheltenham to score 9. So I need 11 goals in the second half for £80. Come on. Surely we can get that. Right, let me just quickly share the stream out again, because obviously it is half time, and be interesting to see if we can get some more people in the chat. Let me know your thoughts in the chat on the first half. That'll be much appreciated. Let me just quickly go over to this. So I put both teams to score. I put both teams to score for 6 matches, basically. Or no, 8 matches, sorry. So I've already been 5 goals. Why didn't you go up there today, Mike? Financial issues at the moment, mate. Couldn't afford it. Join for the second half. Watch along. Like, share, and subscribe. Right. Let me just quickly sort this out. So yeah, if anyone does want to donate to the channel, that'd be much appreciated. Also, I have got my PayPal that I am going to start putting into chat so you can donate, because when you donate via the super chat, not all of the money goes directly to me. Obviously, YouTube take like 30% of it. So I have set up a PayPal in case anyone wanted to do that. Obviously, I've not put it in the chat or put it in the description or anything like that, because I didn't know if people wanted that on there. But I will put that if people are interested in potentially doing that. Let me just quickly share this a little bit. Excuse me. I'll tell you what, it's been a fantastic first half, though, hasn't it? You know, by far the better team. Again, in a game, we were by far the better team against Doncaster, of course. And again, today, you know, by far the better team. This is what makes me laugh about County, right? Like, we can have an unbelievable game, and then just the next game is just so poor. It just doesn't make sense. I went up to see Chelsea and Liverpool last week with my son. £400, very expensive. Do you know what? This is what I mean. This is what I mean. You know, going to football is not cheap. You know, it's really not cheap, because you've got to pay for match ticket, then you've got to pay for travel, then you've got to pay for food, because no one wants to go to a football game with nothing to eat or nothing to drink. So yeah, then you've got to pay for that. Then you've got to, pay if you want to buy a program. Then you've got to buy this. I feel so sorry for people that can't go to any games because of financial problems, because football is an escape for a lot of people, and the fact that it's just so unattainable for some people to get to is, like I said, I feel bad because I love going to football games. I absolutely love football in general, and for some people to not even have the opportunity to do that it really is. But let me know your thoughts on that first half. Of course, what more could we have asked for than that first half? A 2-0 lead at the break. And Wrexham losing. Every time we play, it's just like, oh, Wrexham surely going to win today. And then they get beat. They're getting beat 4-1 at home. Like, it's not even away at Swindon, tough place to go sort of vibes. They are literally getting battered at home. That's very true. The government want money, yeah. We're not going to get into that because it could take us into a different avenue that don't want to go down. But yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's all this world is. People just want more money, and it's, yeah. But it is what it is. That is football at the end of the day, isn't it? Well, that is life at the end of the day. Sorry. Well, apparently Paul Mullin, not Miller. Paul Mullin is his injury is going to be he's going to be back a lot sooner than what Wrexham fans thought. Because initially, I think the injury was like 3-4 months, or 2-3 months, and they were really worried. But apparently, he could be back in the next 3-4 weeks, and that's going to help Wrexham, of course. Obviously, I don't like Wrexham. I really just can't stand them. But in terms of, what are they doing? Are they actually doing what they're doing well? They are. They won the league by an absolute canton. They were miles better than anyone else in that league last year. Well, no, sorry. Them and Notts County were miles better than anyone else in that league. And, they just blew everyone else away. But it's not really impressive when you've got that financial power in the National League, where there's teams that we've got them on the 23rd of December. I mean, I hate the FA in general, but that's just a kick in the teeth. Oh, by the way, you've got Wrexham on the 23rd of December. 2 days later is Christmas. And we literally could get battered 2 days before Christmas. Like, really? Like, if we lose that game, I'll be really upset. Obviously, I'll be upset no matter when we lose to Wrexham. But if we lose to Wrexham and then you've got to bloody spend 2 days after around the Christmas table telling jokes and stuff, I'll still be bloody depressed from that game. One thing I am going to do to the banner is just change the banner up a minute, so bear with me. So I put in the chat top donator with colons, because if anyone does donate to the stream, they will be on the top donator. So like I said, if you do want to donate, it is from as little as 79p. Obviously, it is a paid service, like you're actually spending money. So only do it if you can, and obviously any memberships or any any memberships or any donations, they get massively, massively appreciated, because it goes back into the channel. It doesn't go for me to go and have a burger at a game or a pint at a game. It goes back into the channel. Like, the next thing I want to get is a green screen. I definitely want a green screen so basically what I would have had, should I've had a green screen for this stream, is I'd have had a green screen of the new lawn, and then I would have had both teams' lineups like going down the side of me rather than this format. So, you know, we will get there eventually. We will get there eventually, whenever that is. But for now, you liking and subscribing and all that stuff really does help. Still on iFollow, they're showing us the latest scores from around the ground. I don't really care about the latest scores, to be honest. I'm more worried about how the fact we're winning 2-0 away from home after we got beat by Crewe. You need me to predict Newport results as I get them completely wrong. Well, the thing is, I didn't see this coming, Chris. I don't think a lot of people saw this coming, but we are just so unpredictable to predict. Yeah. And I need to update the title as well because it still says 1-0. It's definitely not 1-0, it's 2-0. Also, it's going to be interesting to see if Troy Deeney comes on in the second half. Oh, I think he's going to get absolutely booed by the Newport fans, or, you know, probably sing something about him knowing our fans. But the fact that Troy Deeney is on a bench for a League Two team, like what is this coming to? What's your goals end of this year for your channel? 4K. I'm not going anything stupid. 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's less than 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. But 4K, if I get to that by the end of the year, then perfect, brilliant sort of thing. Oh, it's very, very dark in here. I might have to put the light on in a second. I've got a ring light, but it's not a bright enough light, is it really? Will Evans is a baller, yeah, mate. Will Evans is, at the moment, for us, absolutely insane. Right, I'm just going to turn the light on a second. It's a bit too dark in here. Literally give me like 2 seconds, chat. I don't know what impact that's going to really have on it, but hopefully it's a bit better. Well, not much better, but Liverpool 2-1 half-time as well, by the way, for anyone interested. Don't think anyone is interested in Liverpool. Oh, sorry, Chris is in the chat. Joking, Chris, mate. Hope you're well. What is the Carlisle score? Is it still 0-0? I just realised Carlisle Exeter was that famous playoff game, wasn't it? I literally just remembered that, and now you're playing them in a League One game. That was a League Two playoff game, what, 4 seasons ago? Was it 4-3? I need to get my laptop charger as well. It's on 35%. Right, we'll just see. We'll just see how the charge goes on the laptop, because it says 50 odd minutes. Right, let's see. And it looks like we're about to get underway for the second half here at the new lawn. Brighton are 2-0 up away at Wolves. Purvis Estupiñán gets the goal for them. Any reason you're not there, mate? Financial. I haven't got the finances to do it. Basically, otherwise I would have been. Let me just get the stream on my phone so I can flick through to the comments. Why is that doing that? All right. There you go. Top of the morning to you. I can say top of the morning to you because we've got basically a squad full of Irish players. Is Evan... Oh, is the Will Evans goal our earliest goal? I'd probably say yeah. Between less than 20 seconds is probably the quickest we've scored in a league game. Forest Green down this right-hand side. Ball comes in and easy saved in the end for Nick Townsend in goals. Do you reckon Deeney will come on? Well, surely he will. You know, you probably pay a lot of money to get Troy Deeney at the club. You know, in terms of I saw that, by the way, Chris, about the American flags. That'd be mental for Carlisle. You know, sort of bringing someone like Troy Deeney to the club to then not play him would be stupid. So we will see Troy Deeney come on. They have made 2 changes, actually. So let me just have a look at the changes that Forest Green have made. Newport County did tweet it. I'll just look on their Twitter. Forest Green. So Maddox, Robertson, and Taylor on. Johnson, Kadji, Stevens off. Well, a lot of Forest Green fans are saying bring on Troy Deeney. Yeah, so Forest Green about 4 of them. Newport in the box, said Pam Holden, but it gets defended well. So, you know, they do want Deeney to come on, and rightfully so, because he's experienced, isn't he? I think it's a permanent. Move for Troy. Thoughts on Wrexham 4-1 down? I can't say anything because apparently if I say it, I'm jealous of Wrexham with their money. That's one thing that I've had before. I literally said after I think it was their opening game of the season. Yeah, I said despite the fact that we lost, at least the league favourites, laughing emoji, got battered. And then it was like, oh, just because they've got Ryan Reynolds and they've got the money, you're jealous. If it was Newport, you'd be loving it and shit like this. I was like, well, not really. They're our Welsh rivals. So, so yeah, apparently you can't say anything. As a Newport fan, you can't say anything about Wrexham, but it is funny that they're losing, especially 4-1. Deeney is their new... Yeah, he's a player coach, Gary. But you know, he can still play. That's the whole point of a player coach. He can still get minutes. And he is going to get minutes. Obviously, he's on the bench. I just think this game could get out of hand if we don't just calm it down. Brighton and Hove Albion are 3-0 up at Wolves. I'll tell you what, if anyone wants a team to be outsiders this season, Brighton are one of them. Brighton look like a quality team. And the thing is with Brighton as well, they keep losing players like first teamers, and it doesn't change anything. They're still just the same team year upon year upon year upon year. Gillingham, MK Dons, county top 3. I mean, I agree with the first 2. I think Gillingham and MK Dons will be up there. I don't want to say anything about Newport yet because anything can happen. Ball comes in and McLaughlin just comfortably touches it down and it's easily attainable for Nick Townsend. And again, Nick Townsend will calm it down and wait for everyone to regroup before taking the goal kick. Do you think Joe Day should have stayed? Look, the Joe Day one was, interesting to a point, but I do also see the logic with it. Like, yeah, he's a good goalkeeper, but well, is Bogle going to be back for the Sutton game? Look, I think personally it would be very disrespectful to Palmer Holden or Will Evans to drop them for Bogle. You know, Bogle's got to come in and he's got to get that place back. He can't just come in and take Will Evans. Well, he's not going to take Will Evans' spot. That's for certain. And I'd be really disappointed if Palmer Holden gets just chucked out of the team for Bogle. I think that would be a bad move to make because we've seen the impact that he's had. You know, he scored a couple of goals. He scored at every game at home, Palmer Holden, at Rodney Parade. On the road, especially the Doncaster game, not Doncaster, especially the Crewe game, couldn't get in it much. But there is a player in there. And to take him out for Palmer Holden wins it back. Just as I was saying that, Palmer Holden does absolutely incredible there to win the ball back. And I think it's a throw-in for Forest Green in this corner. But, yeah, I don't think Bogle should come back in and... Oh, it's a throw-in for us, sorry. McLaughlin into Palmer Holden. And Forest Green come away well with Jacob Maddox. Yeah, I think it would be bad to take one of them out for Bogle. Obviously, if you're asking me 2-3 months down the line, does Bogle start? Maybe, but then that depends on what this partnership does. Because at the moment, Seb Palmer Holden and Will Evans up front together have been near on perfect. Sorry, you know they've everything that's been asked of them, they've done. And that's a credit to both of them. You know, they really have both stepped up to the plate. And it's so good to see. So good to see. Because they're both so capable of a lot. And they're both so young as well. You know, people don't forget that Will Evans is, like 22 maybe? I don't even know how old Will Evans is, to be fair. Will Evans is 26, to be fair. I thought he was a lot younger than 26. And Palmer Holden is like 19, 20. Wildig. And it's going to go out for a Newport County throw-in on this near side. It looks like Shane McLaughlin is going to take it again. Look at that. Aaron Wildig presses. They win the ball and we get a throw-in out of it. I just love the way we're pressing at the moment. And we're just... When we press as a team. And I think that's the most important thing. Solly March, 4-0 Brighton. Wolves 0, Brighton 4. Shane McLaughlin with a throw-in. Charsley tried to get in there, but ball gets cleared away. Back he comes again. Shane McLaughlin picks up the loose ball, and it should be a free kick. And it looks like the referee has give it. I think the referee has give it. Oh, it's a throw-in, sorry. Charsley. And that's a corner. Lovely play from Harry Charsley. Forces a corner. Stoke lead Watford. That's another game on my ACCA. Come on. So 10 goals left, I think. Tom King has gone to Wolves, yeah. Obviously, he's probably not going to... I doubt he's playing... I haven't seen the lineups for today. I doubt he's playing today. It probably still will be Jose Sarr, but ball comes in from the Newport corner. Charsley leaves it. Here's Aaron Wildig into Adam Lewis. Ball comes in. It's a looping ball, but Luke Daniels gets there in the end. I think they probably will be looking at the bench very shortly to potentially bring Troy Deeney on, if they are going to bring him on. But like I said, this isn't a Troy Deeney watch long. I don't care if they bring him on. You know, he's not... This is Forest Green Newport. It's not Newport of Troy Deeney. And that is great defending in the end from Forest Green. Obviously, sarcasm there. Flying sheep, we can see from the Newport fans. This is exactly what we wanted. An away performance like this against a team like this who are actually decent. Long throw from Gocklin. Not rushing anything, taking our time. That's all you can do, isn't it? Take your time. Don't mess about with it. I'm watching this game too on iFollow. Not bragging anything. It's early days. I'm just saying if we're playing like this all season, we could go up. Look, I know the optimism is there. I know the positivity is there, but we've been disappointed by Newport before. We all got giddy after the Doncaster game, got brought down to earth at the Crewe game. I know that you've got to be positive. I'm positive. I'm happy with the win. We've played absolutely superb. Oh, should we win? You know, we've been superb, absolutely dominated Forest Green. But on the other hand, it's also a sort of a game that you've got to realise that we have had bad performances. There are bad performances in us. You know the Crewe game, the Accrington game. Those performances and those results do creep in, and that's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about, like, can we win games? Can we score goals? Because very evidently we can score goals and we can win games. What I'm more worried about is that, can we keep the consistency? If we go and win this game, do we go and beat Sutton? If we then go and beat Sutton, do we then go and beat Brentford is a massive game. That game against Brentford is huge. If we go and beat Brentford and get into the third round of the Carabao Cup, I don't want to get giddy. Look, like I said, there's obviously room for optimism. We've started the season on a good point in terms of, we've only lost 2 games. This will be our second win, 2 wins, 2 losses. But I just don't want people. Was it? Guys, all Mike is worried about that Wrexham might beat us. Look, if Wrexham do beat us, I'm not uploading the vlog for that. I've already said I'm not doing it. There is no way I'm uploading a vlog of Wrexham beating us. No way. That video will just get lost in the vortex. That will not happen. I've already said it. I'm not doing that to myself. Can you imagine the amount of stick I'd get for that? No, I wouldn't even bother. Oh, it's literally buffered just as Forest Green take a shot, and it has gone out for a corner. Wolves have scored at Molineux. It's now Wolves 1, Brighton 4. Brighton beat Luton last week 4-1. They're 4-1 up again today. Scored 8 goals in 2 games. Brighton, I'm telling you, are a team to watch. But forget Brighton right now. It is Newport. Newport versus Forest Green. As I see, Alexis McAllister has been sent off for Liverpool, which seeing a Scouse player sent off is always a good sign. Nick Townsend with the goal kick. Ball goes long towards Palmer Holden. No one was really there to win the flick on ball from Seb. Forest Green coming down this right-hand side. McAllister receives the ball well and does very well. McAllister into Teddy Jenks. Into Robson, Jamie Robson. Into Jacob Maddox. Back to Robson again. Forest Green trying to get past that back line. But yet again, this Newport team are defending in numbers and defending in a shape. Ball comes in from the cross. Delaney clears it and then is fouled. Harry Charsley is absolutely fuming. The hands went straight up from Harry Charsley. Yeah, he's just signed for them, Alexis McAllister, yeah. Shot blocked again by Forest Green. Dominic Bernard, the skipper and their centre-back, plays it out wide. Ball again, tried to get crossed in and is blocked. Newport are defending well. you know, a great solid team defensively and going forward in this one. What a way to get your your Anfield debut get sent off. Ball comes forward for Newport, trying to find Seb Palmer-Holden, stretching the line. Palmer-Holden, and it will be a throw into Newport. Great play from Seb Palmer-Holden, stretching the line, really forcing the Forest Green player to make an intervention there. And here is the change. Here is the change. On comes Troy Deeney in the green of Forest Green Rovers. Wow. I'm sorry, but I never thought I'd see Forest Green be playing in a League Two game with Troy Deeney up front when they were in the National League. But here he is. Troy Deeney is on the pitch. And this is where I'm fucking absolutely shitting myself. So Palmer-Holden! Good save. Good strike from Palmer-Holden. Good save as well from Luke Daniels. Lovely little play into Palmer-Holden. Good effort. Good save by the goalkeeper. Don't be scared of Troy Deeney. There's literally nothing to be scared, actually. Why am I scared? He's like 30 plus. We're quicker than it. We're going to have players quicker on our team than they've got. And Nick Townsend will take his time with picking the ball up. And he's going to also take time with taking this goal kick. So Nick Townsend goes long, looking for Palmer-Holden, and gets applauded by the Newport fans right in front of him, the Bristol City loanee. If you haven't done so already, guys, please do make sure to smash a like on the video. We're on 12 likes at the moment. Let's try and aim for 15 likes if we can. That'll be absolutely incredible in terms of subscribers. Like I said, I'm trying to get to 4K by the end of the season. So if you're watching this and you've not yet subscribed already, please make sure to do that. Here's McAllister. Then this right-hand side for Forest Green. Cuts inside the box. Kyle McAllister finds Troy Deeney. Deeney has a shot. It's blocked. Nick Townsend tries to collect it. And it is, I think, a foul on the goalkeeper. Brentford are 2-0 up at Craven Cottage in the London derby there at the Cottage. This is just a weird signing, seeing Troy Deeney here. Like, really weird. Right, there's a stop in play at the moment for a bit of medical attention. So I am going to quickly go and get my charger. So don't go anywhere, chat. I'll literally be like 2 minutes. Right, let's see if that's charging now. Right, it's charging. What happened to Deeney? Gone downhill. Yeah, he was at Watford, yeah. So he was at Watford. He was at Birmingham last season. So basically joined Forest Green from Birmingham, essentially. Goal kick taken, like I said, by Nick Townsend. Well, this game is won, as I don't think many people would say that the game is that we're going to lose the game. I think that it's definitely well and truly victory for Newport here, but anything can happen in football. That's why I'm not going to take anything for granted. But 2-0 up with less than half an hour to go. Oh, lovely by Teddy Jenks. What have I done? Deeney, McAllister. Oh, I've bloody jinxed it, haven't I? McAllister's ball in. It's headed on, but Jacob Maddox fought. What's happened here? Wimbledon leads Sutton. Teddy Jenks, but who's he booked? Is it Matty Stevens? Has Matty Stevens been booked? I think he went down, basically diving, and I think he's been booked for it. I'm shitting it. Deeney will score. Oh, look, I understand the fear, but like, I don't know. I understand why people are worried about Deeney, but we've controlled this game without him on the pitch. We can do it with him on the pitch. Harry Chasney was absolutely screaming for the ball there. Absolutely screaming for it. And it looks like the first change of the game for Newport. And it looks like James Waite is coming on. Wonder who he's going to be coming on for. Aaron Wildig. It's an interesting one. Wildig off, James Waite on. I will update it on the banner. Wildig's had a fantastic game. I thought he might have let Aaron Wildig see the game out, but James Waite is on in his place. I will just quickly change that on the banner. So obviously, where you can see Wildig in brackets is going to have James Waite. Obviously, that's the substitution. So any players in the brackets will be who they've come on for. Like, so the player who started the game, and then in brackets will be the substitute that replaced that player, basically. And I need to refresh that because I need to watch the Man United game after this as well. Hopefully, Man United can get another 3 points in the league. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Ryan Innes. Like I said, former Newport player Ryan Innes started. I'm not too sure how he's really got on at the start of this season. Ryan Innes. McAllister's gone down. I think it was Adam Lewis who made the foul. Free kick to Forest Green. There's literally barely anything in that. Yes, it's a foul, but, I mean, come on. Barely anything. McAllister with the free kick. Like I said, 20 minutes to go here. Still Forest Green 0, Newport County 2. I'm not going to count my chickens yet because there's still 20 minutes of football. But, based off the first 70 that we've seen, I think we've got this game under control. Ball at the back stick, and it's wide of the goal. Remember when you streaming at United game in the stadium walking on? Yeah, I remember the protest, the Glazer out protest. Yeah, I remember that. The funny thing is, that was like 2-3 years ago now. That's mental. Ball swung in, headed just over the bar. Nick Townsend doesn't need to worry about that. I think it was Jacob Maddox whose header was just over. See? No, it wasn't Maddox. It was Teddy Jenks, I think, potentially. Goal kick for Nick Townsend. Barnsley have scored against Oxford. That's on one of my bets as well. Come on. How many goals do I need? And then I've got like 80 quid. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in like 20 minutes. 9 goals needed in like 20 minutes of football. I doubt it's going to happen, but crazier things have happened. Harry Charsley finds Shane McLaughlin. Ball up towards Seb Palmer-Holden. Lovely play from Palmer-Holden. Charsley back to Palmer-Holden again. He's been fouled and he's still wriggled away from it. Lovely play from the Bristol City loanee. And it's a free kick for the foul on Adam Lewis on that far side. Lovely play in the end by County. Palmer-Holden again, just muscling the player off the ball and advancing with the ball. I tell you what, his running with like the advancement of defenders, Seb Palmer-Holden, is incredible. Like, you know, his upper body strength for his, you know, for his age, and it is incredible. Ball's floated around in the box. Ryan Innes hits it against one of his own players. Newport will keep it alive. Shane McLaughlin tries to get it back into the box, but the ball bounces free and goes back to Bryn Morris, who goes back to his goalkeeper. Nick Townsend goes long, looking for... And he was looking for Will Evans on that far side. The ball did find Will Evans, but I think it's a foul. Yeah, it's definitely a foul. Let me know your thoughts on this game, chat. I mean, it's... Are we getting too giddy? Is there potential of a very exciting season for Newport County? Who knows? Yeah, 2 years ago, 17k viewers, and you was doing darts live stream 1 year ago, 44k viewers. Yeah, like the darts. I'm gonna bring back a few dart streams. I'm not gonna do them often, but like here or there, I might do one on a weekend, like on a Friday or Saturday when there's a tournament on, potentially, because they were excellent. And I enjoyed doing them as well. Second change for County. And it looks like Nathan Wood is the man that's going to be brought on. I'd be surprised if this is not Seb Palmer-Holden. What? He's taken off Charsley and Waite. I mean, you're 2-0 up, Graham. Do what you want, mate. But I thought Charsley, again, just like Aaron Wilding, has been absolutely superb. I don't think anyone's been bad in this game. So actually taking someone off is actually hard, because who do you take off that's not going to be annoyed? Everyone wants to play for this team at the moment. Everyone wants to play for the team. Everyone wants to be starting. And you can only start 11 players. And obviously you take Townsend out of it. You can only play 10 players, because Townsend is going to play every game. And then even then, Palmer Holden and Will Evans are going to play every game at the moment. The back four are going to play every game. McLaughlin, Clark, Delaney, Lewis, they're going to play every game. So it's very hard for anyone else to get into the team. Jacob Maddox, corner off Shane McLaughlin. I don't know whether that's a good thing to have, like so many players that want to play, or, is it a bad thing that, players are going to get unhappy? Like, so at the moment, we've got a starting 11 that I don't see any need to change. McCann's header, or not McCann's header, it falls to McCann and cleared away in the end. McAllister. Yeah, it does create competition. I know that, but also you're going to get players that are, because Kevin Roy, excellent in pre-season, hasn't really played much this season yet. McCann, good save from Nick Townsend. Decent effort there from Forest Green, but yeah, could loan Roy out, yeah. But then again, they've already loaned Sam Bowen out. So, Roy, our attacking lineup, Evans, Palmer Holden, the front two at the moment, they've got to stay in the team unless one of them has a ridiculous drop in their form, which I don't see Seb doing at the moment. Will Evans looks like everything he touches turns into a goal. So, the front two basically pick themselves week upon week upon week. In terms of the midfield, I don't see anyone that comes into the midfield to start right now. Wildig. Oh my God, look at all the fans at Forest Green. What an incredible attendance. This is what I mean. What a tin pot ground. What a tin pot tub team this is. I'm sorry, but they are a shambles. They've got no fan base. They've got an owner who thinks he's the bloody hipster of football. And you've got bloody players who don't even want to be there. They're just going there for the big wage packet. I mean, what an absolute mess of a club. And it is a change for Newport. Seb Palmer Holden off. Troy Deeney looks absolutely knackered. Deeney looks like he's bloody pouting out of his ass. He looks like he can't do it anymore. He's had 10 minutes on the pitch at League Two and he can't bloody do it. And Seb Palmer Holden is off, and it's Matty Bonswell who comes on. Interesting that Kevin Roy has not come on. For, if you're going to take Palmer Holden off, that's an instant chance for Kevin Roy, and he's not giving him the go. You could be right, JJ. We might even see Kevin Roy loaned out in the next week or so, because there's clearly not a desperation to sign him. There's clearly not a desperation to play him week upon week upon week. And if that's not the case, if I was Kevin Roy, I'd rather go to a non-league, a National League team like Torquay or something like that and get minutes, 90 minutes a game, than stay at Newport and potentially not get that. Hull have equalised. That's another. So, hang on. 7 goals for 80 quid. Come on. Oh, the lineups have come out for Man United now. Let's have a look at this. Tammy's played Sancho. Oh, he's still playing Mason Mount. What's he doing? Mason Mount, Garnacho start again, even though they were poor on Saturday. And Aaron Wan-Bissaka again. So, Anthony Martial's fit enough to be on the bench, but not fit enough to start. Make that make sense. And Jadon Sancho benched. What? Don't get that, personally. But anyway, we're focusing on Newport now. Might go on League One table and look on Wigan. Basically, Wigan got a -8 points deduction, mate. So Wigan actually would be top of the league, I think, or third. But they had a -8 points deduction, so they're only on positive points now. Because I think they're on 8 points. No, I think they've won 10 points this season. They won three games, drew 1, and I think they would either be. I think they'd either be top of the league or in the top 3. But that is crazy, isn't it? You know, you haven't lost a game all season. You've won 3 out of 4, only drawn the other one, and you're still on 2 points. Mental. Absolutely mental. This game is complete now, isn't it? I don't think there's going to be much. I think basically the game's done. I know football's football, and everyone seems to always say that, but 2-0 up, less than 10 minutes to go. Forest Green don't look like they're going to score. You know, every time they look like scoring, there's either been an incredible block by Scott Bennett, especially in the first half, or a great save from Nick Townsend. They don't look like threatening us. They especially don't look like really breaking us down, to be fair. I tell you what, we are causing them loads of problems here. We are causing Forest Green endless amounts of problems. Who we playing next? We've got Sutton on Saturday, which I'll be going to, so there will be a vlog for that. Unlike a watch along like today. Like I said, for every game that I go to, there'll be a match vlog. For the games I don't go to, there'll either be a watch along like this or just a match reaction after the game. So vlog, watch along, or match reaction, match review, match reaction, whatever you want to call it. And the next episode of the podcast will be the start of September, or the Portcast, as we come up with. Throw into Forest Green. No midweek game, no. The next midweek game is Brentford in the Carabao Cup. That is going to be an unbelievable atmosphere at Rodney Parade. £17 a ticket for that. It's an absolute disgrace. Of course I'm going to pay it because it's the team that I love, but 17 quid. I mean, the price is ridiculous. I'm expecting the Wrexham game, Wrexham away, to be like 50 quid. Bloody better not be, because I'm buzzing for that game. So bloody better not be 50 quid. Townsend with the goal kick. Townsend will look to go long. And Forest Green managed to recoup the ball. Like I said, Forest Green are a decent side. I just don't think they're ever gonna push on. I just don't think they're ever gonna get promoted. I think they're just gonna be one of those teams just stuck in this league. A bit like Bradford, to be fair. I've gone Bradford to get playoffs again. And I got them to win the playoffs in my predictions. But looking at it, the way they've started, they have shaky games in them, Bradford. Here's Jacob Maddox. Lovely ball to the right-hand side. Can they get a ball in? The ball does come in. County clear it, and Will Evans, I'm sorry, but get involved in the poll in the chat. I'm going to put a poll for your man of the match. I don't even know if it needs a question. Obviously, I'm going to put a few in there because I think there's actually been a few players that really deserve some, you know. I know who my man of the match is, but pick for yourself in the live chat. Less than 5 minutes to go here at the New Lawn. Still Forest Green 0, Newport County 0. Can Forest Green get the ball into the box? The ball does come into the box. Cleared away though. Will Evans into James Waite. James Waite to bring it forward for Newport. Come on, James. Come on, let's wrap it up. Let's score a third. James Waite. Penalty? Well, it's just skipped like 20 seconds ahead on my iFollow stream, and Newport have been given a penalty. Adam Lewis to step up to put it 3-0. Adam Lewis scores! Come on! 3-0. Game over. Adam Lewis takes it from the spot, sends Luke Daniels the wrong way. Forest Green Rovers 0, Newport County 3. A resounding victory in Gloucestershire, and Newport County are looking solid in League 2 at the moment. Couple of blips, Accrington and Crewe, but there's games and there's real performances in this team that potentially really are getting me excited. Forest Green 0, Newport County 3. An unbelievable performance away from home against the team that Troy Deeney plays for. He's done absolutely nothing since he's been on the pitch. And Newport are 3-0 up. Yeah, it would have been nice for Will Evans to score. "3-0. Come on. Is this a bit of momentum now? You know, we're going to go to Sutton next week with a lot of momentum and a lot of confidence. I'm not saying anything. I'm not getting giddy. I'm just going to enjoy each game as it comes. There will be people that say, could promotion be on? Could a playoff finish be on? I'm not going to say anything yet because there's no point in... It's 4 games into the season. Like, there's no reason to be this confident. You know, we've seen what this team can do on the bad side. Yes, we've seen the good side today, but we have seen the very bad of it. I mean, looking at the standings, puts us 10th, plus 2 goal difference. You know, every single game that we've had this season, there's been goals in it. The opening game of the season, we lost 3-0, 3 goals. The second game of the season, we scored 7 goals. Third game against Crewe, another 6 goals. 13 goals, 3 goals today. In 6 league games, there's been 16 goals involving Newport this season. If you want entertainment, go and watch a Newport game. 16 goals in 4 games. Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Townsend goes long. Yes, it is early days. I'm not saying anything yet. There will be a match reaction out, guys. Literally, I don't know what time it is, but I'm going to... as soon as this live stream ends, I'll just quickly get my camera out, record my match reaction, and then... he sent him off! Troy Deeney, sit down, you prick! Oh, he sent him off! He's gonna cry in a minute. Cry in a minute. 3-0 down to 10 men. What a performance. What a shambles of a team. 2-footed on Matty Bondswell. Sees red. Terrible challenge. I think it's Robertson as well. Terrible 2-footer challenge on Matty Bondswell. Down to 10 men. Bloody hell, I can count how many Forest Green fans are there with one hand. It's like 4, I think. What a performance. What a win. This is the Newport that we know. This is the Newport that we have seen in the past. How many minutes did the fourth official add on? Because it's not come up. If someone in the chat knows, let me know. Oh, Cardiff just have conceded in the 90th minute. Beautiful. Wrexham losing, Cardiff losing. Newport 3-0 up away from home. What an afternoon. Ryan Innes puts it out free. Throw into Newport. Early days in the season, but I'm starting to get a bit giddy. I'm starting to think about what could happen come May at the end of the season. But we've got to sort the consistency out. We've got to sort it out because otherwise we're not going to get anything out of this league. Troy Deeney just batters it away. And Matty Bondswell, after having been fouled that resulted in the Robertson red card, brings it down and can launch an attack again for Newport. Balls aimed towards James Waite, but Don Bernard goes back to his goalkeeper, Luke Daniels, who goes long. 5 minutes were added on. We've just approaching 2.5 of the 5. Jacob Maddox. Back to Don Bernard. Is this the performance and the result that was needed after Crewe? Yes. Are we going to take this to Sutton? Hopefully. I just don't want to see us against Sutton lose because it'll just be the same thing. Win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game. You're not going to get promoted. You're not going to get playoffs by doing that. If we go and beat Sutton on Saturday, and then, I mean, if we were to knock Brentford out of the Carabao Cup, that would be insane. But if we beat Sutton on Saturday, takes confidence into the Brentford game, but also the league game after that. Away at home to Wimbledon, and then we're going to go to a Crawley side who starting to drop a bit. We could be talking about at the end of September top 4, top 5 if results go our way and if we can build a bit of momentum, a bit of consistency. Going to look at the poll. I will take the poll into consideration for my man of the match and my match reaction. Oh, yeah. Hi, mate. I've got to go to work. I'll see you on the next stream or video. Take care. Cheers, mate. Thanks for tuning in. What a time to go to work when you've just watched Newport win 3-0. Right, let's keep this clean sheet. Let's not do something stupid here. Oh, lovely clearance. Beautiful clearance. James Waite. Morris heads it on. Don Bernard. And it looks like, again, 9 minutes. I thought they said 5. Now it bloody says 9. I swear, like 2 minutes ago, it said 5 minutes. But instead it is 9 that's been added on at the new lawn. Very, very good performance from Newport. Very consistent in the way that we've played all throughout the game. Not dropped off at all. It's been just defensively good. Going forward, we look good. In transition, the midfield looks good. Everything is to be liked about this performance and this result. Daniels. Back to Bernard. Nathan Wood. Oh, lovely from Nathan Wood. Finds Will Evans. Oh, tries to play it into James Waite. Unfortunately, James Waite couldn't get on the end of it. And Nick Townsend, the shithousery from Nick Townsend, takes it back to his goal line. He's going to pick it up, waste a few more seconds on the clock. And Newport are getting closer to an absolute perfect result away from Forest Green. What am I going to talk about in my match reaction? Well, I'm going to have to quickly record the match reaction when this game ends and then get ready to watch Man United pump Tottenham. Fingers crossed, anyway. Hopefully. Don Bernard heads it. Scott Bennett knocks it forward. James Waite, can we wrap it up in style? James Waite. Why is he going to the bloody corner? We're 3-0 up, James. Go for a fourth, mate. Don't go to the bloody corner. Bryn Morris goes back all the way to Nick Townsend, who just comfortably swoops it to Adam Lewis. 3 minutes to go here at the New Lawn, or less than 3 minutes. 2 minutes 20. There's another throw in for Forest Green. Again, another clean sheet. Another clean sheet here on the road. In the league. Well, first away win of the season. The Forest Green fans are leaving. Didn't realise they were there in the first place. Never mind leaving. Throw in from Adam Lewis. Flicked on by Nathan Wood. Well, Will Evans, I think that was actually. It looked like Nathan Wood, but very evidently Will Evans. Matty Bondswell just assisting Adam Lewis to his feet. And they know they've been beat. Leicester beat Cardiff. Brilliant. Cardiff and Wrexham both lose. I actually like Swansea, so if Swansea have lost, I'll actually be a bit gutted, to be fair. I actually do like Swansea. Hopefully Bristol Rovers lost as well. That'll be good. Anyway, this game is pretty much done. Please, if you're watching this, make sure to get ready for my match reaction, which will probably be out at 5:30. Yeah, I'll upload that at 5:30. Just my initial thoughts on the game. My man of the match. We'll try and get Ethan's match reaction after the game as well. That's why I want this to hurry up and end, realistically, because I can record that, get that out for 5:30, and then watch the Man United game. Ball up towards Will Evans, and like I said, it's game over. It's not full time yet, but waiting for the full-time whistle. Surely this will be the last action of the game with this throw-in from Adam Lewis. And he's left it for Matty Bondswell. Bondswell with a throw-in. Ball's headed up. Is it finally game over? It's a free kick, a throw-in, to Newport. Matty Bondswell will take it. Into James Waite. Another. Just blow up, ref. We're nearly in the bloody 10th minute, you muppet. Just blow your bloody whistle, mate. And that is it. Full time at the New Lawn. Forest Green Rovers 0. Newport County 3. An absolute perfect performance from Newport. 3 goals on the road. 3 points on the road. And as someone has put in the chat, Wrexham 5, Swindon 5. What a scoreline at the racecourse. If you have enjoyed this watch on, please make sure to smash a like on the video. My match reaction will be out in half an hour's time, so please make sure to show support on that as well. You guys have been absolute legends in this live stream, so like I said, thank you for that. Match reaction will be out at 5:30. I need to go and quickly record that. And then we'll be back on Saturday for the match vlog against Sutton United. 3 big points for Newport. 3 goals, a double from Will Evans and Adam Lewis from the spot. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one, in the next watch along sometime soon. But I'll see you for the match reaction in half an hour. Please make sure to tune in for that. Speak to you later. Up the county. Come on!